do a lot of running. It's not my job, it's my pastime. More specifically, I do lots of different types of running and have met some great people and made some excellent friends. However, if I could only do one type of running, if I had to choose, as if my life depended on it, I would have no hesitation in saying wayfaring. The type of run where you set off without timescale, without a set distance or pace to travel, or without any planned route. It's the kind of run where I set off and see what happens, see who I meet, or see what is just around the corner. This podcast is simply a recording of my wayfaring, a journey with no plan. Shut your eyes and join me as I meander, both physically and cognitively, as I run, I traverse, and I wayfare.
Blackbird, if you heard that. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm heading down to a route I've never done before, so this will be exciting. So I'm heading to the bypass, going 283, and a couple of days ago I ran kind of round this neck of the woods, and it was lambing season just started, and there were 3 newborn lambs that the farmer was sorting out in the field. Hello. Hi. And I thought I'd go and do a bit more exploring this side of the road because I tend to run the other way quite a bit. Do like Chanctonbury Ring, Sisterbury Ring. This time venturing to places unknown. Not the quickest runner in the world, but that's not what these runs are about. These runs are just about exploring, really. Kind of. Dangerous. Just come to a bit of the path where they've cordoned off some of it, but part of the fence is falling down. Right, so we're coming up to the A283 now, off a bit of tarmac path, which is down the side of the grammar school. We're coming down to the, if I don't slip, hopefully not, what a bit, coming down to the A283, and we're lucky that there's no cars, we cross straight across. Normally, like that, there's quite a bit of traffic, but I've timed it just right, so we're crossing through a gate and then down a small track now. We're on, it's a track, it's just muddy track, across a small little stream and into a field where I've run before, but I usually do this kind of route in reverse, and we're not going to go towards the field where all the lambs are today. I can see them in the distance and the farm in the distance off to my right, but we're heading sort of kind of pretty much straight on. There is another little bridge across another little stream, brook maybe you'd call it, and then there's a clearly marked signpost which is helpful. Right, we're crossing a stream. Let's just stop and have a look, see if I can see anything in the stream. It should be there or shouldn't be there. No, this looks fairly clear. We're going up quite a muddy little path now, and I'm gonna walk this bit because it's not conducive to running, and sometimes with my runs are walks, which is good. So we're going up between a farmhouse on one side, which is fenced off, and a field which is barbed wire fence on the other side, and it's kind of like a very clearly defined path, and we're kind of coming up a small hillock, and there's a beautiful house to my left now, which clearly somebody loves very much. It's very well maintained, and the garden's beautiful as well. Big vast sort of space of grass, but there are shrubbery all the way around, and it's beautiful. So we have come up to a field, and there are lambs in this field. So these must be maybe 2 or 3 days old now, and that's pretty cool. There they go, whee! Running back to mum. Don't know if you can hear them. They're not making much of a noise at the moment. Now I'm just gonna carry on along this field now. Sort of flattened off a bit so we can jog a bit more. Or jog down this track. It's through a field, it's ploughed field, and we're running around the edge of it now, and when I get to this gate here, and there's a stile, I'm going to quickly have a look on a map, try and figure out where I am. There's a bit of a hillock in there, to the left, sort of northwest, I guess. I wonder what that is. Anyway, let's have a quick. Yep. I'm just gonna have a look at my. Yeah. Oh yeah. So we just keep on this path over this stile, and what I love about the stiles around here is they have gates for the dogs. If you have a dog, you don't have to lift it over the stile. So we're gonna carry on, just sort of keeping to the sort of fence, which has got quite a bit of hawthorn, and it's wire fence to my right, and we're running down. The ground is a bit soggy, but that's okay. Feet aren't wet yet. Yeah, so I decided I was going to do these runs. I used to listen to a guy called Nigel who had a podcast called Running from the Reaper. Oh, it's getting mushy. Running from the Reaper, and I used to absolutely love his podcast, and it was just him sort of talking about things that kind of popped into his head, I guess. Oh, we've done about a mile. Yeah, we'll keep going. Popped into his head, and he'd just talk and run along a canal. I can't remember where it was, where we lived, but can't get those podcasts anymore. I really miss the sound of him plodding along, just talking about his life and things he sees, and it's absolutely wonderful. we've come to another gate. Oh no, we keep going straight on. Yeah. So where I am at the moment is fields. It's farmland, essentially. Just this side of the A283, and there's a paddock to my right now. Looks like it's for horses. It's got some of that, the electrified webbing around the edge of it, so I'm presuming that's to stop animals getting out rather than... Oh, hang on, 2 deer. I've just seen 2 deer. 2 deer in that field. Wow, just saw the backside of 2 deer. So we're gonna go up here and see if we can making too much racket. So just gonna go up here. It looks like it's all fenced off now. But I just saw the backside. There they are. I can see them. No, that was that wasn't a deer. That was a partridge. But I think I saw the backsides of a couple of deer. And we do get deer around here quite often. Just gonna go and see if I can see anything. The ground's quite squelchy. But they must have jumped over that fence. I guess the grass is quite nice in that field. Yeah, but we'll keep going and see how we get on. But I feel like right, okay. So this is where it gets interesting, because I've gone the wrong way. You see, and there's no way through. I thought I would get to the end of this field and yeah, but if I'd gone the way I was going to go, I don't think I would have seen the deer. I think they would have heard me coming, because I've got to get over a gate. So we're going to go back a little bit, and then actually we're going to go into that field, I think. Wet foot. Right, so we're going to go back down here, and there's a gate somewhere down here, and I think maybe I go through. I go the other side of this sort of fenced off area where the electrified fence is, and got to go across a little brook, another little brook. Yeah, so yeah. Oh, so we go down here, and I should have. I must do this more often. This is what I suppose one of the things. Call it a joy. Right, so we've got a gate and a very tall stile for men with incredibly long legs. Oh, blimey. Oh, and it's all wibbly wobbly. Flipping out. That's not a good style. I think maybe I should have just opened the gate. I'm going to have to jump down off this. Hope I don't injure myself. If I do, it was nice knowing you. Oh, there we go. Right, so we're now. I think if I'd gone initially this way, I don't know if I would have looked up there to see those deer, but they've gone. The ground's a bit squelchy. Yeah, but we're doing okay. Yeah, we're on. So we're kind of now heading sort of southish again along the edge of another fence, past a tree that has clearly fallen down onto the barbed wire fence at some point. It's quite a big tree, and it's a little bit mucky underfoot now. Still looking out for those deer. I think they've gone. Leave it. Yeah, so we'll run up here, see what else we can see, and find on our wayfaring adventure. So I'm trying to sort of make my way to the Downs Link, which is an old railway track that's been converted into a kind of a bridleway, I guess. Don't know if it is a bridleway, but certainly cycle path, running path, and it runs all the way from near Guildford all the way down to Shoreham, and it's a lovely sort of piece of surface, really. It's kind of like that cinder track, which isn't too bad on your feet. I do a lot of my running, most of my running to be honest, off-road. There's a lovely horse just stood in the middle of a field all by himself. I always think he might be, he's coming this way, coming to say hello. Oh no, there's another one. Wow, they're big beasts. They're big horses. They are horses, not ponies. Definitely horses. Right, so another stile, and then we start to get into, oh, I see there's a bridge over there. So we're kind of following, we're going through a bit of woodland now, little copse. Trees have fallen down, so I'm going to be careful not to touch too many trees, because I think it's quite loose ground. Right, so we're going to cross a little bridge. And then through. Somebody hasn't been maintaining these stiles, which to me means only one thing, and that means that not many people come this way. It is what I like. I liked the adventure, the kind of the thought that I'm going on. I know it's not untrodden ground, but ground that isn't particularly well used by other people. I don't know why. I think it just gives me a bit of a thrill, really, to think that I found this path that I can use again. So we've come to, I'm in another field with a bunch of sheep with, oh yeah, lambs again. It's very much lambing season. Yeah, so, oh crikey. Now I've come across what can only be described as urinated puddle. I think sheep or cattle may have been here before. There's footprints where people have just walked through it. I've managed to circumnavigate the wee. Now we've come up to another field, up a few steps. This field is clearly, being readied for crops. And it's signposted, so there's, I know which way to go, because there's a footpath sign. But the stiles around here are very wobbly. They do need a bit of maintenance, and I don't know whose responsibility that is. But anyway, we're coming to a field, and I'm going to kind of circumnavigate this field now. This field has got a massive sort of hose, which is probably about 5-6 inches in diameter, that's running sort of diagonally across the field. I don't know. Let's have a look. Oh, it's tied. So it's tied onto a telegraph pole at one end, and I wonder if it's just to drain water off, because it goes all the way over, all the way over the other side of the field, and then there's some massive badger burrows. Wow. Yeah, so just gone past this pipe and nearly fell in a badger hole. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 badger sets, I think. Wow. And they're big sets. I don't know how many are still in use. Maybe some are old. There's one of the path marker signs has been knocked over, but I know where I'm going. I think I like to know that I think I know, where I know what I think I'm doing, something like that. So we're running again up another little incline to the top brow of a hill. This is so the other side of this hill, the other side of the field is a big manure pile. More badger sets. Flipping heck. Wow, they're everywhere around here. I wouldn't want my veg patch. So we're kind of backing onto some houses as well. I'm not quite sure where they come out, but this must be farmhouses, I guess. But someone's got a veg pot just at the back of this field to my left, and I wouldn't want my veg there. Not if it's badgers and rabbits and all kind of vegetarian nibbly monsters. So I've been running on and off for about, I don't know, 10 years maybe. In the last 4.5 years, we moved from Hove, where I was doing mainly road running, getting injured, not enjoying it, getting bored, running along the seafront, and we moved to Stenning, and we joined the local athletics club, and they primarily on a Tuesday night would run on for off-road, and it was a revelation. It was like, wow, this is what running's meant to be like. Nice soft ground under my feet, or tricky kind of rocky bits, chalky paths, kind of all that stuff that makes running interesting. It makes you, I think, a stronger runner really, because you never put your foot down, or you never put your foot in the same place twice. Right, I've come to a public, another signpost with three doofers on it. I'm just gonna, let's have a look, see where I am. Right, so I want to go kind of straight on, I think. Across the mudgiest of mud fields. So there's clearly a tractor has been, here's the other end of that pipe. So the pipe is running all the way up to the farm at the top of a hill to my left now, so still heading sort of southish, sort of towards the sea, I guess, if you want a reference point. And I'm running along a field that's clearly had lots of work on it, ready for planting something. I don't know what, but the bit where I've just crossed over is very muddy. I'm heading, gotta watch where I'm going, down this field now, which is lovely, nice, soft ground. Yeah, so we moved about 4.5 years ago to Stenning, joined the running club, a woman called Lisa Beanie. She was the coach, and she just inspired me really just to get out there and do stuff. And a lot of the people in the club were quite athletic, for want of a better word, and I am not an athlete. You know, I never. That's a beautiful. Sorry, this is what's going to happen. Okay, is if you stick with this podcast, is I'll be telling you a little thing, and then all of a sudden something will catch my eye. It's an absolutely beautiful, idyllic, kind of cottagey house just in the middle of a field. You know, and it's, I wouldn't want you, I would love to live there. That's beautiful. And it's overlooking the fields and the downs behind me. That's a helicopter flying over. Don't know if you could hear that, but that's just gorgeous. Yeah, and it's got some pretty posh cars parked out the front. Anyway, so we're running down to what looks like a bonfire that's died out, and I'm going to try and head around this field now and traverse it. I think we'll go around the edge of this hill past what looks like they've been chopping loads of trees down, or branches certainly, probably. Yeah, you can see where they've been chopping them. They've been chopping them out of a brook which runs along here, and then burning them unsuccessfully. So they've just got a big pile of charred branches on the edge of a field. That's a shame. Could have done with some firewood. Right, so we're coming to the corner of that field now, the ploughed field, and then there's a little bridge we'll cross here, and then the signs come down. Somebody really should do something about this, because that's just going to rotten. So there's another footpath sign that's been knocked over, just crossing the brook. Can't see anything in it. Sometimes you see little fish. There was near where we live, there's a pub called the Star, and it's got a little brook that runs along it, and there's one trout that lives in the brook. Every year there's this trout that lives in the brook, and you see it sort of. So I'm going through a gate now. I'm presuming this is the way. It's all a little bit like uncared for, the paths, but that's okay. So we're now heading up a hill, and this is cool. So I'm going to run up this hill. You hear me puffing for a bit. I'm going to shut up and I might get up here. We got up to the hill, another stile, which is actually doable. It's good. Right, and then we've come to a tarmac road now. I'm going to walk up here, and I think the path probably comes off this road. See, this is now. I'm wondering, where's this road go to? Will I find out? Where's it come from? So this is why I wayfare, really, because I don't really know where I am now. I mean, I could get back home really easily, just follow my steps, but in terms of I think this track simply runs to that. You remember I said about the idyllic house? I think this path just runs there. Oh, hang on. Right, now we're coming to I think this might be a chicken coop or something. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, hang on. Yeah, and then I think there might be a path. I'm not sure if that's the path. There's an electric fence all the way around for the chickens. I'm going to go a bit further up because I think the path. There was a way down to the right of this chicken coop. It's a massive chicken coop. And it's also got, oh, maybe it isn't chickens, because I can't see any chickens, but there's like a fence, an electric fence as well. Yeah, I can see a footpath sign up ahead, but this is like some kind of wildlife thing. I'm expecting to see a tiger come out or something. This is amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So, right, so we've got another road. So we're going to follow a road now back. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that was, so that, the nice house I was talking about, it's called Nat's Cottages. I don't know who Nat is, but I guess this is the other thing, is about sort of engaging with your environment and figuring out kind of, you know, where you live. I want to know who Nat was now. I'm going to have a look and try and find out. So, you know, it is very much about you kind of being part of your environment. So I'm running down Tarmac Road now, and it's again kind of southish. You see the South Downs sort of meandering away to my right. To the left I can see the top of some, I think they're oak trees on the other side of the field. And then we're running down. I think we'll probably meet up with the Downs link down here. I'm not like an ornithologist or anything like that. I really don't know much about wildlife. I know when I see a bird, I can probably make out what a crow is. And we do have some kites that fly around here, and buzzards occasionally. Oh, hang on. So I've just come to a sign that says Shelley's. So Shelley's Cottages is off to my left now. We'll keep going along this road. Who's Shelley? Perhaps she knew Nat. Maybe they once they had unrequited love across a field. We're going past some primroses that are out there, in the little copse to my right. It's lovely, little yellow flowers running alongside a brook. And then we've got, it looks like a basketball court in the middle of nowhere. What the heck's that doing there? This must be some posh house we're going up to have its own basketball court. Yep. Unless it's a tennis court, which is quite possible. And some daffodils, like a group of daffodils. Well, there's quite a lot of daffodils meandering their way down through this copse of wood. It's running along the left hand side in open fields to the left. There's a little house, blue drain pipes. Don't know, that house doesn't have a name. So we're going down now. We're going to be turning up to the right in a minute. I can see we've just turned a bit of a corner, and ahead of me is a hill called Truly Hill, which I think we're coming down to the Downs link now. Oh yeah, I can see a bloke with a bike coming along. Oh, I see where I am now. Ah, you see, I've never been this way before. And I'm coming back to somewhere I know. So we're coming down this hill, and there's a guy who's going to think I'm mental. He's on a bike. Oh, it looks like a faulty bike. Yeah. And the lady walking up the hill with her bike. Oh yeah. So we're on the downslink now. Back on the downslink. We come down to a little house at the bottom of this hill where I once had to ask for a wee stop and some water, which they gave me, which was lovely. Didn't have to, could have just weed in a bush. Anyway, then we're running down before we run up again. But this is the Downs link. So this runs all the way from Guildford down to Shoreham, about 38 miles, maybe a bit less. And you can actually do a race called the Downs Link Ultra. And you start up near Guildford, finish at Shoreham. And as I said before, Lisa Beanie, who's still my coach, she's done it actually. And a guy I know called Ben, who's a young chap who ran it in a life vest to raise money for refugees in the Greek islands. New shed there next to the mill. It used to be a mill, that. A mill pond. Now it's just a house with some fields. And we're running up. Oh. Running up the hill now. Is it okay? Alright. I normally walk up hills. Yeah. Today's Sunday the 25th, I think, and it's relatively warm. Oh, here come the bicyclists coming up behind me. Yeah. I feel like but yeah, it's about 11 degrees, 12 degrees, and shorts weather definitely. I shouldn't have had a jacket on really, but I needed somewhere to keep my phone. So this guy is coming on up. He's going to catch me up. I'm going to keep going, see if I keep in front of him. He'll give me a lift. Stops again. I think I'll get out running him at this rate. 10 miles an hour speed limit. Please slow down, it says. Probably I'm doing about 10. Let's have a look. I'm going too fast, I'm doing 9-minute miles. Breaking the speed limit at the moment. We're coming up to some nice houses, and sometimes the children, I think, that live here bake cakes and stuff, like little flapjacks and whatnot, and leave them out on a little table out the front. But it looks like the cupboard is bare today. Closed for business. Oh, sorry, we're closed. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, shotgun over there. Don't know if you heard that. I don't think they were firing at me. I hope not, because a bad shot if they were. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, it's fairly flat now, and this bit of the Downs link is actually just soft earth compacted, and it's well used by vehicles as well. So off to my right is another ploughed field and telegraph lines sort of crossing across it, and then to my left another open field with some farm equipment in it, and ahead I can see a field of sheep and Chancery Ring just off to my right. Oh, but this is kind of running I love. Just start stopping, do what you want, no pressure. I think if you think about your life, my job is fairly stressful. I'm not going to tell you exactly what I do, but I work for the NHS, and I work in mental health services. I'm a manager of a team of people that look after some really acute and well people. I love my job, but there's pressure constantly with work, so to do this kind of thing where you don't have that must get this done by then kind of attitude, and it really helps with my brain. I don't know where those bikes have gone. Can't see them. I think the lady. Oh, there's one black sheep, a field of white sheep, with some little lambs to my right now. And the ewes got quite thick coats on still. I think because we're not quite out winter yet. We've got another cold snap coming on, apparently, in the next week or two. Maybe the farmers have decided to let them keep their woolly coats on for a bit longer. Yeah, so I'm being eyed up by a sheep here. Yeah, don't worry, I'm not interested in you. Just have a look at my map. Let's have a look. Where are we? Oh yeah. So we're near the sewage works now. Beautiful. So just around this corner is a bridge over, I presume it's an old railway line. Maybe it was the railway line, the Downslink railway line, and we've kind of circumvented it. I don't know. So to my right now, if I look across this field of sheep, there's a flock of caravans all sort of herded up into a tight area just beneath, just this side of the A283. So we're going to cut off the here now at the Downslink. I know this bit, but I love it, and it's muddy, horrible, sludgy, but great fun. Well done. Those were the bikes just going past. Gone through a gate into... It's used primarily by someone who keeps horses in this field. But at the moment it's so boggy, they've put that... I'm having to go right round the edge. Yeah, that there's no horses in it because I think they get foot rot. But we're gonna run down. So it kind of like this little bit is like a thin, narrow, stoggy bit, thin, narrow field, and I think it's landfill. And the reason I think it's landfill is that all around the edge of the field are pipes that come up. Let's go have a look, see what it says. And they've got padlocked lids on. Let's see what it says. Int Zone 1, Ext Zone 2. Oh, here we go. So West Sussex County Council landfill gas monitoring borehole. So I suppose this field could explode at any moment. That's extreme wayfaring. So I'll run down here. So we're gonna go through this little thicket now. It's this is another path that I like using quite often, but it's underused by the majority, apart from horses, which just churn up the ground. So I'm going through this little sort of along a muddy track now. I've had to stop running because no one could run along here unless you really wanted to twist your ankle. Some people might, I don't know. So anyway, so we're gonna through this little wood now, small copse, and we're going to go through another gate. So the sheep, I was in here Friday, I think. Friday morning, came this route, and this field was full of ewes with newborn lambs. And when I say newborn, they'd literally been born an hour or two before, and the farmer, the lady farmer, farmess, I don't know, she was picking these lambs up by their back legs and carrying them into another field, which she said was a better field because the grass was nicer. I thought, right, fair dues. And obviously the ewes were following their lambs, and she'd just gently throw them on the floor, and the ewe would do its business, supplying them with ewe milk. And, so there's a few ewes and lambs still in this field. I don't know if these are like the newborns, the latecomers to the party, or whether the gate is open now and they've just meandered their way back through. But we're I can see a farmhouse up to my right there on the top of the little hillock. Oh, we've run round to that flock of caravans on the left now. Don't know what the sound of caravan makes, but, so we're just making our way along here. I'm gonna a minute stop and walk so I don't frighten the lambs. Yeah, I've been clocked by the ewe now. And she's a little bit away from the lamb, so I don't want to freak her out. And I am dressed in rather garish clothes today. I've got a fluorescent jacket on and my bright orange Patagonia shorts. And today my choice of footwear are Brooks Pure Grit 4s. They're quite old. Shouldn't really run in them anymore. But you know, when you find a pair of shoes, you know, that you really like and they're comfy, you don't want to give them up, do you? So I look after them. Well, I don't really, they're still covered in mud, but that's one thing I don't do, and maybe I should do more of, is look after my shoes more. But I tend to just get out in the, I'm out in fields pretty much 3, maybe 4 times a week, and I can't be bothered having to wash my shoes every time I go out. I just let the mud go hard and then bang it off when I need to wear them again. Oh, there's another shotgun sound. I don't know what they shoot at around here. I really don't, unless it's dogs. There have been quite a few attacks on sheep recently in the vicinity up at Sisbury Ring, where sheep have actually been mauled to the point where, I'm going through a gate now, they actually have had to put the sheep down, which is absolutely appalling. I'm a dog owner, and I would never let my dogs worry sheep. I don't understand why you would do that, even if if your dog did attack a sheep. You know, I would have the decency to go and say, look, I'm really sorry, it won't happen again, I know, but there've been 2 or 3 attacks near here where sheep have had to be put down, and that's terrible. That should never happen. So we're going through the field where the new lambs are now. That's the other thing about wayfaring like this, is you wander around, don't know where you're heading, and you come across things like a field of newborn lambs. People pay good money for that. You could go to a farm near here and pay a tenner to do exactly what I'm doing. Squelch around in mud up to your armpits, getting lost if you wanted to. So we're now coming to we're nearly back at the A283 and back to near where we started, really. I'm just going to a very muddy bit and then over a bridge. This is a route I use quite a bit, so it's almost like my job is done. I've had my fix of adventure for today. Just got through another gate. And all my running isn't like this. Some of my running is with my wife, and we're kind of supposedly in training for an ultra. We're going to run around Guernsey in about 8 weeks' time, and I think that's going to be more like walk around Guernsey, because we haven't done enough training at all. Watch out for that one. I may do a podcast on the ultra, but to be honest, that again isn't about the race, it's about the experience. It's about doing something new in a new place, meeting new people and enjoying it. If I'm not enjoying it, I'm not going to do it. I'll stop and walk, I'll stop, have a cup of tea. I'm not in it for the race. I'm in it for just the joy of being alive, of doing things that mean something to me. I'm not even doing it because I want to prove something. I've done the ultras before, so I don't have to prove anything to myself. I just thought it seemed a lovely place to run. Never been to Guernsey before, and thought Give it a go. Whoa, whoa, wet foot. That'll teach me by talking whilst running across a boggy field. So, yeah, I guess, you know, we're pretty much back to where we started now. In fact, we are back. We've done a loop and we're back at going back up to the 283. Hope you've enjoyed listening to my heavy breathing whilst talking constantly pretty much for an hour. Yeah, so this is what we'll do. Every now and again, come on a journey with me and we'll have a little adventure. Great. Bye.